I am now creating weekly exclusive content for Patreon, so if you are interested in that, go check out the link down below. And of course, if you want to avoid the random lottery of FIFA points, you want to go straight to the source, buy the players directly, use u7buy.com and use the code TVM at checkout. What is going on, guys? TVM here. Welcome back to another video. I have recorded this already, and I recorded it all on the game itself, right? But all we've been given today is that, I say all we've been given as if I'm ungrateful for it. I'm happy that we've been given a player. Didn't expect it, to be honest. I don't know why I thought upgrades were today. Am I wrong? Were upgrades last Sunday? I don't know. Anyway, 95 rated team of the season Lukaku has dropped. He is currently coming in at between 170, 200k, maybe. There or thereabouts. It might be a little bit more, it might be a little bit less. It's in and around that price if I just go to SBCs. Yeah, so at the moment he is around 195, 205. So this is going to be really difficult, but this is the type of card that you'd look at instantly and ignore the in-game stats, ignore them. We're just looking at the card itself, right? Take that off. 94 pace, 96 shooting, 94 dribbling, 97 physical, 88 passing, 44 defending, 95 rated for under 200k is amazing. If you consider a relatively similar player in terms of stature, in terms of weak foot skill moves, 4-star, 3-star, and height and all the rest of it, and stats on face value, this card is not too far away, right? It's a 95 rated card, 97 pace, 97 shooting, 89 passing, 94 dribbling, 97 physical, 54 defending, 3-star, 4-star. It's a very similar card if you compare them side by side to Lukaku. If you dive a little bit deeper, there are definitely differences. But if you look at his price and you see that, you know, between 770 and 800,000 coins, then you go and look at Lukaku and he is coming in, I don't know whether this is going to tell me, 200k? You'll be like, wow, snap him up. You know, if people are paying that for Haaland and happy to pay it, surely 200,000 coins for a player of very similar quality is going to be worth it, right? Well, unfortunately, and I'm actually going to be bad-mouthing the game today, not the card. I don't want to bad-mouth Lukaku. I want to bad-mouth FIFA 20 because I've not really said anything bad about the game properly all year. I've kind of refrained from it. But I think now is the time to sort of say, I know everyone's thinking the same thing and a lot of people have already said it themselves, but now it's time for me to throw my 2 cents into the ring, essentially. That's not a saying. Why would you throw money into a ring? Let's just talk about why I don't think this card is going to be very good in game. It's pretty obvious, and it comes down to he is going to feel like a stone. You might as well pick up a bronze card and play with that instead and stick an attribute card on it, because yes, in front of goal, he's going to be incredibly accurate. You've got 98 finishing, 99 shot power, 99 positioning. The shot power in particular, with that accuracy, no goalkeeper's going to save a shot that Lukaku has on target. He also has 99 reactions, 99 composure. So theoretically, when you press shoot, he should do it pretty much straight away. There are going to be some instances where you encounter not so great gameplay and you just can't get that shot off. The passing is pretty useful as well as the strength. Yeah, I mean, it's a good card. But then when you consider the gameplay and what you need in this game for a card to be good, the problem comes where the agility and the balance is going to make him feel really slow. Rafael Leao, who I'm probably mispronouncing, is a perfect example of a card looking really, really good on paper, comparable to Cristiano Ronaldo, and then not quite living up to that in-game. He's not a bad player, this guy, right? 120, 130k, thereabouts, and you get a Ronaldo replica. He's not as good as Ronaldo, obviously, but he's very similar. And I think that was the idea behind this card from EA. And it was a good shout. You know, I like the work rates. The review is on the channel if you want to go check it out. His finishing, for the most part, was pretty good. He's very quick in a straight line. However, when it came to his first touch, wasn't quite there. When it came to his mobility, he felt quite responsive, but the second we started having some sort of irregularities in the gameplay, what I mean by that is bad gameplay, he felt really bad. And I think that's going to feel even worse with the likes of Lukaku because his natural agility isn't very good at all. I mean, he's got 60 balance, whereas Rafael Leao's got 73, I think it is. Now, you could argue that, well, Ronaldo's got 71, I think it is. So, what's your point? You know, you can have bad balance and still be a very good player that people will be willing to pay hundreds of thousands of coins for. And I agree with you. But this card just screams... It just screams benched. You know, as soon as I get him, 95 card for 200k, banging value, get him in the team, play a couple of games, I can't turn around, I'm really annoyed, get him out of there. Let's either check him in an SBC or we'll use him for first owner objectives if any of them come around again after icon swaps. The other thing, of course, is that 80 acceleration. It might not seem like a big deal, but it's going to make him feel even slower. So he's 6'3". He's got a stocky body type as well as a high and stocky body type. So he's going to feel very big in game. If you've used any version of Lukaku, he's going to look like that in game, right? So he's going to have this big frame. 99 sprint speed, all well and good, but when you combine 91 agility, 60 balance, 80 acceleration with 6'3" body type in FIFA 20, he's not going to feel very good at all. Now, they obviously try and replicate what he would look like in real life, and I get it to a certain extent, right? But at the same time, the way that FIFA 20 is, this just isn't going to feel like a very good card. And that is a shame, because it would be nice to be able to use a vast array of players, regardless of whether they are 6'6" and stocky body types, or lean body types, or down there at 5'6". Every player in real life, from Alejandro Gomez to Lukaku, they have a usefulness in real world football. Doesn't translate to FIFA. Last year, this card would have been brilliant because he would have fit that El Tornado cross meta down to a T. This would have, I would have done this by now. I would have started doing the review by now of this card, because obviously getting him into a team with Ronaldo would have been very easy. Doing the El Tornado with Ronaldo into Lukaku, bang, in the back of the net, it would have been brilliant. This year, you don't do that. What you tend to do is either lob it down the wing, cut inside, give it to your striker, do a little shimmy here or there, bang, goal. Or tick-a-tacker through people and score. You're not going to be able to do it with Lukaku that easily because you just won't be able to turn around. And especially if you take this guy into Weekend League, it is going to be a big problem. If we have a look at some of the other cards that have been available to us through SBCs, by the way, this Allen card is around 40 to 50,000 coins more expensive. He fits the game so much better than Lukaku. Now, I'm not saying you want to use Allen as a striker. Obviously not, right? You're going to use him at the opposite end of the pitch. He's going to be like more of a CDM. He is a 94 rated card, whereas he is a 91 rated on paper. But a 94 rated, if you look at it even deeper, and even that just a little bit higher, 94.1. But if you give him a chem style, turns into a 97 rated player. But more than anything, he fits the game beautifully well. He's 5'9". He's got the I think it would be better if he had 4-star weak foot, 3-star skills. So there's that. I suppose you could use that as an argument. But he's got the acceleration and the sprint speed the right way round, so that he will feel quick off the turn, even though his agility is 88. It's not in the 90s. But because he's got a low center of gravity and he's got that 90 acceleration, he's got 93 balance, his dribbling, ball control are all really like there and high and good. He's going to feel super agile in game, and you won't notice that he's not got 90 plus agility and all the rest of it, right? So that card is sensational for this game, and it fits it so well. But then you come over here, and I just know what's coming. And I'm more than happy to be proved wrong. I would actually like to review it, and I'm going to see if one of my accounts has got enough fodder to get it done. And maybe I can bring you a review, and I'm hoping to be proved wrong. But with the amount of people who complain on Twitter week in, week out, and this week has been not worse, but this week I'm seeing people say it's worse than normal. So what normally happens every weekend is, this week is the worst week I've ever had in gameplay. And I get that every week, people tweet me that. But I've seen a lot of people say that this week. So, I mean, how much worse can it get? I don't know. But if you take this card into a game and you have that gameplay, can you imagine how bad it would be? It's such an annoying game, essentially, because this card on paper, this card in game, rather, should be fantastic. but I just know he's not going to be because of the 3 or 4 things that are wrong. And you can say, oh, you're going to dismiss the card just because his agility is only 71. But when you combine it with everything else that's not right, you know, like the 3-star skills, it's just something else to put like on top, like little sprinkles on top of the negative pi. The work rate is only a medium, which is really irritating. These two here combined with this, not ideal. Even the stamina, you could say, is not ideal either, because 86 stamina, although it's not bad, even with the likes of Rafael Leao, who's got 86 stamina as well, I picked up on that being a problem, because toward the back end of the game, you're up against 99 stamina defenders. They are just demolishing you by the end of the game. You need to make that sub. So it's the very similar situation with Lukaku. So there we go. 10 minutes worth of me moaning about why this card isn't worth it, even though it should be. And it's nothing to do with Lukaku. It's all FIFA 20's fault. It's EA's fault for coding the game the way that they have. To be honest, if the gameplay could stand up and it would be, I don't know, how they meant it to be right from the get-go, and there was none of this, you know, nonsense of catch-up and delay and all the rest of it, I can see this card being of use. But unfortunately, because we live in an age where EA can't seem to get decent servers, unfortunately, this card isn't going to feel very good in game. But like I said, I'm going to try and get a review done. I don't moan like this very often. If you watch videos, sometimes I'll moan a little bit and I'll try and play devil's advocate. But for as good as that card looks, the 3 or 4 things that are just not right with it are just standing out and screaming at me. I'm going to feel like a stone. And I am wondering whether this is a little middle finger to Lukaku from EA, because he didn't get included in the actual team of the season, which he should have done. Someone asked him why he wasn't in it, and then he said, oh, it's because I've had beef with EA before and I've criticised their game. They've then gone and given him a team of the season, but unfortunately it's not really going to be usable. If you have used it though, let me know what you think of it. If you have completed it, let me know why I'm wrong. Not everything has to be super competitive, and you don't have to have that edge every single time. Someone will get enjoyment out of this, I am 100% certain. But unfortunately, you're going to be fighting the game most of the time. And it's just sad. But if you have enjoyed this video for whatever reason, do me a favour and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel for new, and until the next time, goodbye.
Football Index, the game changed. Download the app now.